And now, ladies and gentlemen, across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, where the black trunks trimmed with gold. Weighing in at 17 stone, 3 pounds 9 ounces, he is undefeated. 3 contests, 3 wins, all inside the scheduled distance. 2-time ABA champion, and that magical moment when he won Olympic gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the undefeated AJ Anthony Joshua! Over there, please welcome Dorian.
Rules, which is suffered all time. Keep it clean when I say break on it straight away. Shake hands, best of luck.
It's the heaviest Anthony Joshua. Put on 7 pounds since that time we saw him at the York Hall in the middle of November. But, Tony Sims is training there. Let's see what Dorian Darch will do here. A civil engineer by trade who commutes to Bristol every day. Quite realistic and honest. He says, no way I'm outboxing Anthony Joshua. I've just got to get inside, trying to rough him up and see if I can land something. But of course, Joshua's already tagged him with the right hand.
Well, he's thrown a couple of right hands already, which is good. He's come with a lot for Darch as well, remember. But here, already you can see that jab of Joshua.
Joshua knocks him off. It's a career-changing moment. That's what Darch will be thinking. Give it a go at hands. Joshua too fast for him there, and landing a right hand of his own. Darch felt that one.
You know, I noticed that the last time he went in there. I mean, that really takes good timing.
He's fainted with the right hand there, Joshua. 2 rounds yet, and all 3 of his opponents had something on the line. They all came with ambition, as you like. Taking his time here with Darch. Darch doing a nice job. He's getting a decent right hand of his own in. Good bit of work there by the Welshman. A bit high with that right hand.
Well, he's giving it a go, and that's what we're holding heavily already. I think the occasion, the nervous energy he's burning up could probably get to him, but he's giving it a go. He's like
featherweight champion. He was a hard piece of work.
I mean, that's what you want, Nick, in a 17-stone heavyweight. You know, a real solid jab. You want the jab to be a wish in the book.
Long chat he had with Larry Holmes, who was ringside at the York Hall in November. Oh, Darch walked onto a right hand and then got shaken up right hand. One big mistake and he was in. Joshua, and he could finish it here. Darch looking to try and fight his way out of trouble, but Joshua zeroing in. Darch survives. Sort of embraces Joshua as if to say thank you for letting me off the hook.
Well, look at the swelling on his face just from that one assault. Credit to Darch for taking those shots. He still wants to be here because those would have finished a few heavyweights at this level. Full credit to him, but the facial damage that's been inflicted, as the bell sounded, not a split second too soon. Well, just staying out of it there.
10 seconds.
And allowed dial down.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Well, at the end of October, will be 3 in a row in the second round for Anthony Joshua. Gash above the eye. Darch being told not to hold by Terry O'Connor. Damage under the right eye of Darch. And staggered again. This time by straight on the left.
He's just so heavy-handed, Joshua. He doesn't have to.
Wicked right hand. Struggling. He's in trouble. And there is an argument to say that's enough, and it is. Because Darch wasn't going to go easy, but he was hurting. And another clinical, brutal performance from Anthony Joshua.
Yep, he's just naturally so heavy-handed. He used the jab to good effect tonight. It's difficult to see. I've seen improvements every time he's out. It's difficult to find improvements tonight. It didn't last long enough. A couple of times you could have forgiven him for bailing out. Well, he didn't quite. Even at the end, the referee saved him. So march forward.
Terry O'Connor had let that continue, and that is Dorian Darch would have been badly hurt because he was in real distress there.
His arms dropped down by his side and his legs, you know, did the twist a little bit. So that was a good time to stop. We don't wait. When a fight's not competitive, okay, maybe the match was never competitive, but you know what I mean. If it's not in the least competitive, get him out of there. And it was pretty obvious. Now that was it. You could see him all over the place. I mean, it wasn't just that punch, it was under heavy pressure, saved by the bell. There was no point whatsoever in allowing this to continue. That was a
with no complaints from Darch either. It was only going to end badly. It was just a question of when. And Terry O'Connor performing and not seeing many mistakes. We're seeing a lot of positive things. The power, as you say.
AJ Anthony Joshua.
Good respect, as ever, shown by Joshua to his opponent, which is always nice to see. A little handshake for the referee as well. So, well, he'd been out of the ring since the middle of November, Anthony Joshua, and there's a souvenir for Dorian Darch. Bet you that one gets framed. But had little shoulder niggles, a little bicep niggle that had kept him out of the ring for a little while. But Joshua back with a bang. Very effective again as well. So, well, he'd been out of the ring since the middle of November, Anthony Joshua, and there's a souvenir for Dorian. That one gets framed. But had little shoulder niggles, a little bicep niggle that had kept him out of the ring for a little while. But Joshua back with a bang. Very effective again. Just amplifying what you went back to earlier, Jim. You know, you wonder how much he learned from that as such, but again, you cannot complain about the execution, the job that he just did there. He had his man in trouble, he put him away. Simple as that. 4-0, all by stoppage. Anthony Joshua rolls on.
Well, Anthony, congratulations. Your first fight in 4 months after a couple of little niggles.
Very effective again. Just amplifying what you went back to earlier, Jim. You know, you wonder how much he learned from that as such, but again, you cannot complain about the execution, the job that he just did there. He had his man in trouble, he put him away. Simple as that. 4-0, all by stoppage. Anthony Joshua rolls on.
Well, Anthony, congratulations. Your first fight in 4 months after a couple of little niggles and injuries. First fight in semi-hostile environment. How do you feel you performed?
Oh man, not too great, not too great. A few things I was noticing in there when I was getting my jab going, my 1-2s going. But you know, it is the first round. Dorian's warming into the fight, and I was trying to capitalise on some of his weaknesses from early. As the round started going on, as round 2 come along, I started finding my rhythm. But next fight in March, a few things I was noticing in there when I was getting my jab going, my 1-2s going. But you know, it is the first round. Dorian's warming into the fight, and I was trying to capitalise on some of his weaknesses from early. As the round started going on, as round 2 come along, I started finding my rhythm. But next fight in March, hopefully we'll see a bit of an improvement once again.
You established a jab, but you were made to miss once or twice early.
Exactly that. And a few things, I'm not going to say all my weaknesses I made in there in case any of my future opponents are watching, but there's a few things I'm going to get back to the gym and work on. But that's what it's about, analysing what I've done wrong and getting it right for the next one.
Promoter Eddie Hearn said just before you sat down that maybe it's the time to bring in better sparring.
Yeah, that would be great, to be fair. If Matchroom could sort that out, I would be over the moon with that.
You've put on more than half a stone since your last appearance on October the 5th. What's the reason for that?
No reason at all. Training, like, I've been training just as hard. But I think that when I first turned pro, it was summertime, so